Okay, Jen, so you've done side shuffling before, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach you how to start sideways, because there are times, obviously, in sports where we start from a dead stop, but we wanna go sideways. We don't always wanna go forward, okay? So this next drill is gonna teach you how to go from a dead stop, like we did the forward start, to sideways, okay? So you're gonna hear me give you a couple more cues than we did on the forward, okay? The first thing that you're gonna hear me say is set, which is not new. We've done that before. The next thing you're gonna hear me say is shift, because the reason we did the forward start first was to teach you to get your weight on the front foot, okay? It's very important, because now we're going laterally, that the weight is on our lead foot, the direction we're going. Because if it's on our back foot, we're gonna twist, and we're gonna create all kinds of bad things, torque and things that can injure you, okay? So on the first couple drills, you hear me say set. You're gonna actually hear me say shift before I say go. So I wanna make sure I see the weight on the front foot. Once you get the weight to the front foot, literally just turn your head and go, 2 steps.
In a sporting context, if you think about it, if you were playing defense in any sport and you had to react to somebody, you would be in your ready position and you would not move your feet like this. Every time you wanted to make a decision, you would drop your hips, just like Tim's talking about, and you would lean in that direction before you finally committed to go in a certain direction. So that's why it's essentially your side start position.
So this is a way of going from a dead stop position to really quickly going in another direction.
Yes, we are getting to a forward position on this one, but we're starting sideways. So there's similar mechanics as the forward, but it's very important that you get the weight shift to the front foot, so we're not creating all the twisting on the back foot.
I love it.
So if we watch Angie's start position, we want to make sure that her feet are somewhere between hip and shoulder width. Okay? If she goes too wide, she's going to have to shift more, so I really want her to eventually work towards a more narrow base, but she looks like she's in a good, comfortable posture there. So again, remember, you're going to hear me say set, shift. I want to see the pronounced shift to the front foot before I say go.
Okay.
Okay? Because we want that weight on the front foot before we fully commit.
You got that, Angie?
Once we commit, it's a head turn. Okay? So ready, set, shift, go.
Feet are anywhere from hip to shoulder width apart. I shift over first, right? Then I look, lead with my head, find my spot where I'm going.
Yep.
And then this leg comes around and I'm off and running.
Yes.
How big should that step be?
It depends on your body position. The lower you can stay, the longer the first step is going to be. Remember, I want the first step as long as you can, with it still being your shoulders first.
Got it.
So if you step and you're here and my shoulders are behind my foot, now I'm pulling my body along. That's not fast. We want to be pushing.
Okay, so strong and athletic?
Yes.
Out of position.
Yeah, we don't want to ever be pulling ourselves along, because that's where injuries happen. We want to be pushing ourselves.
Got it.
Okay, so it's going to be set, shift, and when I say go, that's when you commit the head. Okay? All right, so let's stand up, start all over.
I was ready.
All right, set, shift, go. Okay, so the next progression then is I'm not going to cue the actual shift, okay? So when I say go to Angie, first thing she'll hear me say is the set, which will be her drop. When I say go, she's gonna shift, and then she can commit her head once she feels the shift, okay? Set, go.
Is her head a little bit late?
Once you completely turn your head, you've committed to the movement. So eventually in our drills, we will teach you what we call the crossover. The crossover step, you might do it naturally here, but the difference is once you cross over, you don't want to commit the head until you've made that step, because once you commit the head, I'm going this way.
Got it.
I would actually have to stop and then do a different movement to come back. So once you know the direction you're going, which we do on this first drill, you commit the head.
So for this one, because we just want to straight run that way as fast as we can, we're going to look, then go.
Wherever the head goes, the body follows.
Got
so
it.
We're committing head. So remember, I'm going to say set. You're going to drop into your set position. When I say go, make sure you get the weight shift and then commit the head.
All right.
Okay? Set, go. Set, go. So she's waiting longer to turn her head.
Can you just walk me through this? Angie's feet were probably shoulder width apart. You'd said hip width. Is anywhere in there okay?
Somewhere between hip and shoulder. We will find that as we get our base of support a little bit closer, again, like the forward sprint position, we'll be able to produce more power. For now, it's about being comfortable because we're still learning the position. So,
totally.
But yes, we want to get the shoulder width is usually a good starting position. Hip width is eventually where we're trying to go.
All right, so
Okay.
I'm setting,
Yep.
leaning, looking, going.
Yes, and the real key on the lean is to learn to be patient. So if you lean towards me, wait. See how you had to take that step?
Yes.
That's the key to actually be going fast when we're moving forward. So the
Okay.
longer we wait and the lower we shift, the longer the first step is.
Set, lean, look, go.
Yep. Set, go.
Damn.